In 1960, John Wayne made the boldest gamble of his life. He staked everything: his house, his fortune, his legacy on one film, The Alamo. All he needed was loyalty from his closest friend. But when that friend said no, it wasn't just professional, it was personal. That rejection turned into a lifelong grudge, one that John Wayne carried until the end. But to understand this moment, we have to go back, far back. Before the cowboy hat and movie stardom, John Wayne was just a boy named Marion Morrison. Born in 1907 in Winterset, Iowa, Marion was the son of a pharmacist and a strong-willed mother. His early years were marked by struggle, poverty, illness, and hardship shaped the toughness that would one day define the Duke. His family eventually moved to California, not chasing fame, but hoping the dry climate would heal his father's health. They tried to make a living on a ranch in the Mojave Desert, but the land beat them down. Crops failed, dreams died. But those failures taught Marion something more important: perseverance. In high school, he walked everywhere with his Airedale Terrier, Duke. Locals started calling him Big Duke, and the name stuck. It followed him to USC, where he played football on a scholarship until a body surfing accident ended his athletic career and forced him to drop out. Broke and desperate, he took a job as a prop man at Fox Studios. That's where destiny found him. A chance connection with silent film cowboy Tom Mix and legendary director John Ford pulled him in front of the camera. Bit parts turned into small roles. In 1930, the studio renamed him John Wayne for the film The Big Trail. The movie was a flop, and for nearly a decade, Wayne was stuck in low-budget westerns, grinding through over 70 forgettable films. But then came Stagecoach in 1939. Director John Ford believed in him when no one else did. That film made Wayne a star and changed the western genre forever. While America saw him as the ultimate war hero on screen, the truth behind the image was far more complex. During World War II, Wayne didn't enlist. He had a deferment due to his family, but others, like Jimmy Stewart and Clark Gable, joined the front lines. Rumors swirled that Wayne avoided service on purpose. That guilt, some say, haunted him for the rest of his life, and drove the extreme patriotism he became known for. Through the 40s and 50s, Wayne's career exploded. Films like Red River, Fort Apache, and She Wore a Yellow Ribbon cemented his legend. The Searchers in 1956 showed a darker, more complex Wayne. His character, Ethan Edwards, was fueled by racism and vengeance, shocking audiences used to simple cowboy heroes. But not every role was a triumph. In The Conqueror, Wayne played Genghis Khan, whitewashed, miscast, and surrounded by radioactive fallout from a nearby nuclear testing site. The result? Over 90 cast and crew developed cancer. Many didn't, including Wayne himself. Years later, the film became an infamous Hollywood tragedy. In 1959, Wayne bounced back with Rio Bravo, a classic that redefined the Western once again. But his passion project, The Alamo, nearly broke him. He poured 15 years and his entire fortune into it. He directed, produced, and starred. When his friend James Arneson, whom Wayne had helped rise to fame, refused a role in the film, Wayne saw it as betrayal. Their friendship ended in silence. Wayne's grudges ran deep. He never worked for Columbia again after a studio boss humiliated him. He publicly trashed actors like Gene Hackman, and his feuds with Frank Sinatra and Clark Gable became legendary. To Wayne, loyalty wasn't optional, it was everything. But behind the screen legend was a man shaped by complex, often controversial beliefs. He supported anti-communist blacklists in Hollywood. He publicly endorsed white supremacy in a 1971 Playboy interview and used homophobic slurs. His words would haunt his legacy, decades after his death. That same year, he exploded in rage at the Oscars when Native American activist Soshan Littlefeather appeared on stage. It took 6 security guards to hold him back. Still, in 1970, the Academy awarded Wayne his first and only Oscar for True Grit. It was seen by many as a lifetime achievement in disguise. 5 years later, he shared the screen with Katharine Hepburn in Rooster Cogburn. It was a rare, tender performance in a career built on toughness. In 1976, Wayne starred in The Shootist, his final film. He played a dying gunslinger, facing the end with grit and dignity. The role was all too real. He had already beaten lung cancer once, but by 1979, the disease returned. This time, it was stomach cancer. He died that June at age 72. America mourned. Congress awarded him the Gold Medal and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. His family founded the John Wayne Cancer Institute, turning his name into a force for good in the fight against cancer. Thousands have benefited from its research and education programs. Yet, even as his foundation saves lives, debates about his legacy continued. When his Playboy interview resurfaced in 2019, outrage followed. Some called for his name to be removed from public places. Others defended him as a product of his time. John Wayne remains one of the most complicated icons in American history. He was a symbol of strength, grit, and patriotism, but also of stubbornness, prejudice, and pride. He helped shape Hollywood and divided it. In the end, the Duke was larger than life, both admired and condemned. And in that contradiction lies the truth about John Wayne, a legend carved in stone, but weathered by time.